here. My name is Cassidy, and I am from the reference department. You might have seen me up on the second floor. I'm often working at the reference desk. And today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite tools that we've recently gotten called Learning Express Library. Learning Express Library is kind of a one-stop shop for all of your career development needs in that it has resume building tools, job application tutorials. It has a million tutorials, and it has cover letters, samples. It has a million samples of everything you might need, plus free ebooks. And I will show you how to get to all of this right now. Okay, let me start sharing my screen. And here we go. Okay, so we start at faylib.org. You can see that right up here. And this is just our general library website. You can find lots of good stuff there. But we are going to find this under Research and Learn. And scroll down a little bit. And this is actually under Test Prep. So when you think Learning Express Library, think Test Prep. Even though it has a lot more than just Test Prep. Okay. So the section of this I'm going to focus on most is the Job and Career Accelerator and the Career Preparation modules right here. There's a bunch of good important stuff right here for homeschooling and for K through 12 and stuff, but for the topic of this series, I'm going to focus on these guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to get to our resume creation tool. And to do that, I'll do it again. I did it kind of quick. Sorry, guys. Just right here under Build Resumes and Job Letters. You start here. Okay. And then right here is the Build Your Resume tool. Open that up. And we're going to create a new resume. And for the purpose of this series, I'm going to make a resume for a nursing assistant. We're going to pretend that we already graduated. We've had maybe 1 or 2 years of work as a nursing assistant, kind of in that capacity. So I'm going to name this Nursing 1. And then this is kind of a little section where you can make notes that'll kind of put your resumes in different categories. Like for this, if I wanted this resume to focus on my work with clients with special needs. And then I would just know to use that resume when I'm trying to show that skill. Do that, and let me go ahead and find nursing assistant. You'll see that there is a lot. Move this away. All of this. It really is great. Covers a lot of different fields. I really haven't thought of any that they missed yet. So I'm going to go into health science. And we've had 1 to 2 years. We're entry level. Okay. And then these are fantastic little options down here for people who have special situations in their work history. And they just, selecting any of these allows the program to give you certain specialized tips throughout the entire tutorial, throughout the entire resume building thing. And I'll show you where these tips pop up and all that stuff. So let's start building the resume. The best part of this resume creator is you don't have to worry about formatting at all. It is fantastic. You worry about content, and that is all. So what I'm going to do, the first thing you do when you get to this point is I want to have some examples for me, because I mean, I'm pretty entry. I know what I've done, but I don't know if the words that I have it are the technical words and stuff like that. So I'm going to look at some of these examples. And since I said I was an entry-level job seeker, let me move this all over. Entry-level job seeker and nursing assistant. Okay, let me look at the resume. And you see there's a little overview right here that'll help you. I've done a lot of this stuff. Okay, we're gonna add to my selected sample resume. This is like one of my old positions. Yay. Okay. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do, since I want to be a nurse, and there might be some good terminology and ideas in that resume too, I'm gonna add that to my selected resume. So it's really good just to look through all these resumes and see what fits your current situation the best. Okay, and now once I have added these resumes, and you can see just right down here where it shows the resumes I have added, and then we go right back to build or edit resume. And so since we have selected those samples, I can go straight to a section. You see all this stuff you have to fill out. Well, if we click here, it'll give us a bunch of examples to choose from. So let me look. Okay, this seems more of what I did. Yeah, let's do that one. Add this experience to my resume. And see, it just adds that all down here. And say I'm not a Spanish speaker, but all the other apply, I can just wipe this from the record. So it's all editable, all of that. And of course, I'd want to fill out some more stuff, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to just save it. And we're going to go. Okay. Let me go to the next section that I want to highlight. We're going to close this section. I'm going to go to skills. This is another very important section. And this is a really hard section to fill out in a lot of resumes because we know we're good at stuff, but you don't really know how to word it sometimes. And this is a really good way of finding how to word it in a way that this program has a really good way to figure that out. So we have a keyword list right here. With action words. So if you're trying to define like a interpersonal skill. So I circulated information throughout the department. That kind of circulated shifts, something like that. It's very good, like your own little handy thesaurus over here. And these are more job-specific keywords. So let me look into health. Okay, so nursing. Oh, I remember hearing about this in school, this kind of corner. Let me add this. So it's just got really good references for you to use in completing these sections. And as soon as you're done filling out these sections, all you got to do, you do your resume, and then you download it. Easy as that. But another cool tool that I want to show you is the cover letter development tool. because it really is hard to start a cover letter from scratch. And what this does, again, gives you a sample to tailor to your own experience, your own situation. So I want to create a new letter. And I'll do this. I'm applying for a Washington Regional job. So let me name this one Washington Regional. And not only does this do cover letters, by the way, it also has job offers, stuff like that. So if you were a hiring person, which I don't think you'd probably be using this, but just in case. But also thank you for interview follow-up. Like, I very much enjoyed interviewing. What would you like me to do next? That kind of stuff. So we're gonna select cover letter. And we want to create one from sample. Okay, and we are kind of more entry. College graduate. We wouldn't want to focus on the graduate experience, so let's go ahead and do this, since this one is trying to focus on work with clients. So use the sample letter. And then it is so easy. Just go. And of course, you don't want to plagiarize all this. This is seriously just a guide to give you, here's a section where you might say thank you. Here's a section where you say the name of the company. Here's a section, you get my point. But I thought it was really helpful. Okay, so after the letter builder, we're gonna go, yay, they called you, you got an interview. Okay, so we're gonna go home, and we're not gonna save this because it wasn't an actual cover letter. Sorry, guys. And yes, prepare for an interview. Okay, I was nervous, but we got this, guys. And look at this. This would, of course, probably be my favorite, because interviewing with confidence is kind of the hardest thing to do. But I just love that they have this. And also, another reference, another good tool that you're going to want to use is they have free ebooks. Yay! Career ebooks. Oh, becoming a nurse. Let's do that one. You get the point. It's pretty great. So, okay, we got the job. But what we need to brush up on a couple skills. You know, they said I might need a little bit more computer help. Okay, that's very average. So what I'm gonna do, yes, it has something for me. Basic computer skills, computer basics, internet basics, Microsoft Office basics. Because I kind of said that I was familiar with that on my resume, but not as much as I should be. So there's that. And let's say the next thing I'm gonna introduce to you, let's say you're at a point in your life when you're wanting to go back to school. You've decided this is the time for you, and your career path involves school now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back into here, discover schools and scholarships. These are super easy tools to use, even though I don't want to open them and demonstrate it because it's just really 1, 2, 3. So I think, and that's a really hard and stressful part of a career field decision. Like, finding school and scholarships, it's good to have a lot of resources for this stuff. So I'm happy for that. Let's say that you are at the very beginning of this entire thing and you're not quite sure what you want to do. You have a lot of interests. You think you might want to be a teacher, but let's look into this. Oh, okay. Find a career match. So this is going to give me a bunch of different kind of jobs, a full list of jobs that match the skills that they feel like I excel in. And that is very important. Oh no, it ran off without me. Okay. And this is more where you're going to talk about your interests. So, and see which jobs really would kind of support that part of your life, your interests. So, let me see. I think that is all I got for this program. But I thank you all so much for being here, and I hope this helped in any way. All right, guys, have a good day.
Thanks, Cassidy.
Thank you. Bye.